being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored?
Welcome to the Nepal Himalayas, a central section and the highest part of Himalayan mountain range in South Central Asia, extending some 5,000 miles, about 800 kilometers from the Kali River east to the Tista River. The range occupies most of the Nepal and extends into the Tibet Autonomous Region of China and Sikkim state in India. The Nepal-Tibet border roughly follows the line of the highest part of the range, the Greatest Himalaya, featuring several of the world's highest peaks. Everest, 29,035 feet, Kanchenjunga, 28,169 feet, Makhalu, 27,766 feet, Dhaulagiri, 26,795, Manasalu, 26,781 feet, Annapurna, 26,545 feet. This permanently snow-covered mountain overlooks huge glaciers. Rivers flow southwards through deep ravines that cut through even the highest ridges. Those the watershed between the Brahmaputra at north and the Ganges south lies in Tibet, well north of the Great Peak. The Great Himalayas form a climatic barrier between the monsoonal, wet dry, India lowland plains and the Tibet desert high plateau. The barren, uninhabitable highland and also are the major impediment to the human travel. The turbulent rivers cannot be navigated and their steep rocky banks make foot traffic difficult. The few passes are between the elevation 16,000 and 19,000 feet, which is about 5,000 and 6,000 meters. In the low range, forested lesser Himalayas to the South River Valley permits human habitat, grazing and limited agriculture at the elevation of about 5,000 feet. Great Himalayas, highest and the northmost section of Himalayan mountain ranges. It extends southwards across northern Pakistan, northern India and Nepal before trending eastward across Sikkim state of India and Bhutan and finally turning northwards across northern Arunachal Pradesh state of India. Throughout nearly all of its length, it adjoins to the north and the southern Tibet Autonomous Region of China. The range's total length is somewhere around 1400 miles, which is about 2300 kilometers, and it has an average elevation of more than 20,000 feet. The greatest Himalayas contains many of the world's tallest peaks, including from the west to east, Naga Parbat, Annapurna, Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga. Everest Base Camp Trek Difficulty. While you don't need to hire a personal trainer or quit your day job to get fit for the trek, some time spent in the gym and some longer hikes will definitely help prepare you for the highly trek up to the Everest Base Camp. We recommend doing a few 4 to 6 hour trek at home so that your body gets used to that sorts of during of workout, starting around 6 to 8 weeks before you leave, and build up the time and distance slowly so that by the end of it your body is comfortable with the trekking for a solid 6 hours. Spend some time in the gym focusing on strength training for your legs. While you may not be carrying your bags around unless you're trekking unsupported, you still have to carry yourself. A great exercise as you be utilizing your quads a lot of the trek. Finally, some aerobics exercise such as jogging, sprinting and swimming will help you enduring and increase the ability of your body to circulate oxygen, which becomes harder at higher altitude. How long does it take to hike ABC? Distance, the reward of trek don't come so easily. Everest Base Camp is a high altitude path that requires considerable acclimatization over a good distance. You are typically need 12 to 14 days of full of trekking. That's right, your rest day involves walking too. To complete the 80 miles, which is about 130 kilometers round trip that starts from Lukla. Which is harder, EBC or Annapurna? The Everest Base Camp trek route requires you to climb just a little further in the elevation than Annapurna circuit. If you enjoy figures, you might like to know that you achieve an elevation gain that's 227 meters, which is about 745 feet more on the EBC trek than that of the Annapurna circuit. Can anyone do the EBC trek? Trekking to Everest Base Camp is not going to be a walk in the park. But it's not a technical climb, and if you are fit enough mentally and physically, you are more than likely to be up to the challenge. Is Everest visible from Everest Base Camp? There are many viewpoints to view the summit of Everest during the trek. Some of the best viewpoints are Everest View Hotel, Kalapata, Pinky Peak and more. Many people believe that you will see Everest from the trail at all times. Moreover, you won't see the summit from the base camp itself. Can I do EBC solo? Obtaining the EBC trek permit without a guide. However, tourists can only obtain this permit with a professional trekking guide. As mentioned in the above section, a strict rules against solo trekking has been passed by the Nepal government and the Nepal tourism authorities. Can EBC be done solo? If you are considering trekking to Everest Base Camp solo, I encourage you to go for it. It's an amazing experience that you will never forget, but before you do, there are few things you need to know. First, solo trekking is not for everyone. Is it hard to breathe at Everest Base Camp? Some degree of altitude sickness is common on a high altitude trek like the Everest Base Camp trek. So yes, Your body doesn't function as normal when you go into a high area where it must manage with less oxygen. Very importantly, you need to give it adequate time to adapt to the reduced oxygen intake. Will you see bodies if you climb Everest? Dead bodies are common sight on the top of Mount Everest. On an average, 6 people die climbing the world's tallest peak each year. The year 2015 was the mountain's deadliest in the recent history, when an avalanche killed 19. Can we go to the EBC by helicopter? Visitors having Everest Base Camp Helicopter 2 land at Kalapatha, the highest point of EBC trek. Can you take a helicopter to Everest Base Camp? The answer is yes. You can take a helicopter to Everest Base Camp. You will fly over the Everest Base Camp and you will have a glimpse of beautiful highest mountain like Mount Everest. What is the age limit for the EBC trek? The recommended minimum age 18 and older. Generally, the minimum recommended age for the EBC trek is 18 years old. This age recommendation ensures that the trek have the physical and mental maturity to handle the challenge condition they'll encounter. Is there an age limit for EBC? Recommended age for EBC trekking: there is no age limit for trekking to Everest as long as you are healthy and fit and give consent. People as young as 7 and as old as 70 have successfully completed the trek. How do I prepare for EBC? Aim to go on 3 walks per week, building up the distance you walk each time. Make your weekend walk a long one and make sure you train on varied terrain and add in some inclines. Downhill training is just as important as uphill training. It is time to get those walking boots on and start hiking. What is the success rate of Everest Base Camp? While the average success rate is 90% for the trekking Mount Everest Base Camp, the success rate for the climbing Mount Kilimanjaro differs from 90% to 50%. While Everest Base Camp trek is relatively old and very well established, the routes offer many opportunities for the climbers to relax. What do climbers eat on EBC? The team snacks a lot, eating small amount of calories all day. The Alphanglow team brings crackers, meat, cheese, granolas, nuts and fruits. Up high, people say to eat 8,000 to 10,000 calories per day, which is 5 times what you burn at home. We eat as much as we can to combat big day. What is the distance of Everest Base Camp trek? One of the most iconic trek in the world. The Everest Base Camp trek is of length of distance 130 kilometers. That is 65 kilometers each way. A lot of experienced as well as novice trekkers complete this trek with ease. What is the best time for Everest Base Camp? Late September to November and February to May are the main trekking months with fairly stable condition, good visibility and temperatures at the base camp getting up to about -6 degrees Celsius. At base camp, you might also encounter a group of climbers in the late April or early May preparing for their attempts on Everest summit.
So hey there, today we are at Namche Bazaar and just completed acclimatization, and we're just going to the city right now to explore some shops over here and the local food, especially the pastry, and we have some goodies to distribute to kids over here. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So let's explore Namche Bazaar. Okay, it's for her, Didi.
Thank you.
No problem, bye. Ah, now she's happy. Hey. Bye bye. 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 Ah, good. Huh? Yak. Hello. Namaste. This for you? Yeah. This for you too.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Perfect.
I will be there.
Wait. Okay. You know, candy, everybody, okay? Everyone. Bye. Bye. Chalo, done. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. So guys, finally we are on the first site of Ahmedabad, but today due to over forecast we won't be able to view it. Today's bad luck, dude. I don't know, but we are blessed to be in these mountains. I pray for everyone. Now check out the mountains, guys. A so beautiful waterfall, the natural waterfall coming down from the peak. Wow. नहीं या का ना ये या के ये
नहीं फीमेल को ऐसे नहीं लेके आते, फीमेल करके बस इसका भी दूध निकलते हैं
क्योंकि so guys, we're missing the best scenic view from here. So usually we see Ahmedabad over here, but due to overcast we're not able to see that. So it's okay, we're walking.
I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like
It's literally more than 100 kgs, I guess.
Yes.
It's more than 100 kgs, you know. See the capacity of them. See the capacity of them. Man, seriously. Guys, almost we are near to the lunch place. After that, we have ascending. It's gonna be very huge. Let's see. So hey there, we have reached the lunch point right now. So we are just waiting on the lunch. The fresh lunch is getting prepared right now. So all our guys are enjoying, just relaxing right now after the trek. So
थाली गरिदिनु, थाली सेटमा लगाइदिन्छु।